A pronoun is a word we use to replace a noun so we don't have to use it over and over again. Subject pronouns replace the noun that's doing the action. Today we're going to learn the subject pronouns and some basic sentence structure. If you're learning Louisiana Creole and you want to see more videos like this, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know whenever I upload. So in Louisiana Creole, the subject pronouns are mo, I, to, you, or vous, which is you but formal. You use this with people older than you, like clearly older than you, people in higher positions, stuff like that, but I mostly just use to. Li, he, she, or it. Nous autres, nous, we. Vous autres, zat, y'all, ye, they. Mo, to, vous, li, nous autres, nous, vous autres, zat, ye. Let's use them in some example sentences and talk about sentence structure using the verb manger, meaning to eat, in the present tense. Mo mange didi, I eat rice. To mange didi, you eat rice. Li mange didi, he, she, or it eats rice. Nous autres mange didi, we eat rice. Vous autres mange didi, y'all eat rice. Ye mange didi, they eat rice. So two things to notice are, in the present tense, we use the short form of the verb, if there is one. And we make the short form just by dropping the ending. In most cases, it's going to be that eh. But I advise you to learn the long and short form when learning new vocabulary, because some verbs only have one form. Second thing to notice is, unlike in English or French, in Creole, we use the same verb form for each pronoun. So I eat, she eats, but in Creole, mo mange, li mange is the same for everybody. So let's take it a little further. How do we turn the statement into a question? In both English and in French, they might use inversion to form a question, but in KV, the sentence structure does not change. So how do we do it? So one way is to raise your intonation. Like, it's the same way we do in English. You eat rice? Like, you ask it like a question. Tu manges didi? Like, it's the same thing in Creole. Another way is by adding esque in the beginning of the sentence. It's kind of like saying do you in English, and you might also raise your intonation with this. So, est-ce que tu manges didi? Do you eat rice? Remember, we do not use inversion to form questions in Creole. The sentence structure stays the same as if it was a statement. So now maybe you don't eat rice. How do we negate in Kouri-Vini? One of the ways we do it is we use the word pas. In the present tense, we put it after the short form of the verb. So, mo mange pas didi, I don't eat rice. So I said in the present tense, we use the short form of the verb if there is one, because in Louisiana Creole, we have two kinds of verbs, one stem and two stem. We know what to do with two stem verbs like manger. We take off the ending and we use the short form. We do everything the same with one stem verbs. The only difference is nothing changes with the verb. We use it the same way it is. There's only one form. So let's take a look with the verb boire, meaning to drink. Mo boire de l'eau, I drink water. Est-ce que tu bois de l'eau? Do you drink water? Mo boire pas de l'eau, I don't drink water. So to recap, the subject pronouns, these replace the nouns doing the action, the I and I eat rice. Mo, to, vous, li, nous autres, or nous, vous autres, or zat, ye. In the present tense, we use the short form of two stem verbs or one stem verb the way it is, and it's the same regardless of the pronoun. To form a question, you just have to raise your intonation. We can also combine that with esque, which is like asking do you in English. We do not invert in Kouri-Vini. The verb should not be in front of the subject of the sentence. To negate a sentence or to say you don't or something is not, we use pas. That's one of the ways we can do that. And in the present tense, it goes after the verb, whether it be the short form of a two-stem verb or one-stem verb, it goes behind.